storage in the garage and the bathroom and the storage unit. We'll see.
And oh my gosh. So Julie kept saying she's so disorganized and she has so many crafts that she needs to go through. And it's like you can eat off the floor in her garage and every single stacked item that's in there. So I'm not believing you.
Next week we'll do a video.
Oh,
we could. Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. And then people will say, "Oh, what is that? I haven't seen that."
She has a lot. I mean, I have a lot of stuff. Eileen has a lot of stuff. But Julie?
Yeah, I'm not good at throwing things away because as soon as I do, I need it. You know how that goes? Yeah.
I know how that goes. I can't even count how many times I've reset up my studios.
I know.
Away, and then I reset them up again. But and I've been kind of packing up a lot of my studio over the past couple of weeks, and it's like, but this time I'm keeping it. I'm not giving it away. I'm just into tote. So, but I did ask Julie if she was going to do whatnot. So, and of course, Anne, we talked about this last week. If you were going to schedule another one, so
yeah, well, we
might be able to pass some of it along to all of our wonderful audience by setting up another whatnot.
Yes, I think we decided on next Wednesday, the first Wednesday of the month, didn't we?
Oh,
you know what? You're right. We did talk about that.
You did. So when I get home, I mean, I have stuff ready. I have boxes, but I have to take pictures.
Right.
So
it's a lot of work to set that up. You have to take pictures, then you have to come up with the descriptions, then we post them. Then it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fun to do. And oh my gosh, it feels so good when you don't need all of those things just cluttering up your space and you can ship them to somebody who would really enjoy using them.
Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, and I would say the majority of the things go for pretty decent prices. I mean, you couldn't go buy it for that.
Right. Yeah. Who in our audience tonight has participated with us at Whatnot?
Lenine and Karen.
Right.
Hi, Tanya. Hey, Ches from Singapore.
Hey, welcome. That's
Lenine,
awesome.
I just purged some. I did not make a dent.
Yeah.
That's because you keep buying from me. Kind of hard to make a dent when you keep buying. But it's always fun to get new stuff, even if it isn't brand new, to get new to you stuff or stuff you can no longer find.
Right.
And if I went through all of Julie's stuff.
Yeah, you probably go home with half of it.
I only brought an overnight bag.
Uh-oh. Well, we can ship, you know.
So I'm putting the link in. If you want to share tonight, if you want to come on air, here's the link. Oop, I need to share it to all. So while we're talking about Whatnot.
I sold a bunch at a yard sale, and when we had a store, it made over $300. Nothing was over $5. See, yeah. I mean, you're able to sell things at a reasonable price and gift almost to someone else, which is awesome.
Well, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
True. Tanya, you might not last long. It's bedtime. We feel your pain. I don't think Tiff and I slept at all last night. And Julie said she didn't sleep either. So
no,
I was so sure I was going to sleep on the airplane home, and nope. So I'm trying to stay awake long enough to get to this moment at where are we? 5 minutes after the hour, so that I'll sleep tonight. It's just I want to be in my bed, and but it was an awesome trip, and it was great to catch up with Anne face to face. And you know, as most of you know, we're working on another project that, oh my gosh, we can't wait until we can actually share it with you. So, and the details and all the things we've been working on. So in the meantime, we love catching up with you on Wednesday nights and seeing what you're working on. Oh, good. I see Lenine's entered tonight. What do you have to share with us tonight, Lenine?
Hey, Lenine.
Hi there.
Hi, how are you? Yes, the yard sale at the store was such a success. We had several people that made over $300, We have a line of 30 people waiting at the door when we open.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Nice.
So anyway, I have a couple things, but I will just share one thing right now, and then I'll come back later because I know how that is. Dutch door bookbinding card. So here it is, a Dutch door bookbinding card. This is is the bookbinding part because it's got a score line there, but it opens only one half, like a Dutch door.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Is that
I love
neat?
it.
yeah, like a stable door. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Lisa would love it because it's sunflowers.
Yes, she would. So I did another one that's Halloween. Here's the bookbinding here. And then this one opens, and this is 3 moons.
Oh, cool.
Is that neat?
That is
Cute.
very cool.
But the third moon hides here.
I love that.
Now, one more for Lisa. Look at this.
Oh, yes, that's Lisa.
And these
Nice.
are all digital images that I fussy cut, except for the
Wow.
thing.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and I did some stenciling in the background there. Couldn't think of the
Oh,
word.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be dedicated to do that fussy cutting.
Oh, I love to fussy cut. I could sit for
Yes.
hours and fussy
Oh,
cut.
gosh, Lynn. Oh. No.
Yes.
And I can see you have your other color of your shirt on.
Yes.
Oh, and there's the V-neck. Love that style.
Awesome.
I love the V-neck. See, I have mine on, but it's just the little tiny logo. But I sublimated this one myself.
Yeah, I love V-necks though. I
do
or
too.
a U-neck. I just don't like the ones where they're just like.
I have the
Just-
same
I
issue.
feel like
Is
a
that
joke.
a 3/4 sleeve too?
No, I'm small.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I really like that. I haven't bought that style, so very cool.
The
No,
shoulder comes down to here on me, so it looks longer.
Okay.
No,
I don't
love
know
the
how to
V-neck.
buy yet because I'm losing weight, and it's really hard for me to buy clothes right now because I don't know what to buy.
But
That's
it's
a good
nicer to have them bigger than too small, right?
I can always wear them for pajamas later.
You
Yeah.
can.
When it says pajama party, it's perfect.
Yes. Well, thank you for sharing. You know, I always love all of the detail that you put into your work. The
Thank you
layers
so
of everything that you do and the fussy cutting, and that's beautiful handiwork.
It is.
Well, I really like sharing with my students, and this is just some of the things I did with them. We had a fall card class, and this was the bonus card I gave them. We didn't
Wow.
do the card in class, but I gave them the instructions on how to do an extra card. We do 6 cards, and this was the extra card that they could do later when they got home.
Nice.
I try to
Well,
give them their money's worth.
Yeah. Lenine, when you do fussy cutting, do you use scissors or do you use like a swivel knife blade?
Scissors. Yeah,
Scissors.
little scissors.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Amazing.
Now I might use an X-Acto knife if there's a place where I can't get into with the scissors, because
Uh-huh.
sometimes that does happen.
Yeah. Little manicure scissors probably too.
No,
No?
they're little. There's some Tim Holtz ones, and then there's I think little bee ones that I have.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
yeah.
Those ones are nice.
Yes. From
Yeah.
Ika used to have those. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I use. So anyway, thanks for letting me
Thank
be on.
you. Of course.
See you later.
More to share later. We want to see more of what you have.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do.
Thank you.
Cool. Hey, welcome to everyone who's joining us. We're getting a big crowd here tonight. We love that.
We do.
Of course, we know who they are all fans of.
Maybe our special guest.
It's our special guest. Yes.
Should we bring her on?
Yeah, let's bring her on because I want to give her plenty of time tonight. And there you are.
Hey.
Everybody.
Hi, Eileen.
For those that don't know, this is Eileen Hull.
In the flesh. How is everybody?
Good. You've been traveling again, I hear.
I know. That was a crazy 2 months. September and October, we went a lot of
Oh, wow.
places. Really fun. But now we're home. Happy to be here, relaxing, having the nice crisp mornings. And
But do you find when you travel, you get new inspiration for new product lines that you're working on?
Yes, because I see patterns. Like,
Mm-hmm.
well, actually, this time the product came first. So I had a new line of dies come out with Sizzix that were arched, like an arched tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of me seeing, I think that came from my last trip when I went over there, that I saw a lot of them. And so by the time I went this time, they actually had happened and I saw more. So, you know, in a lot of the old churches and windows and just old castles and things, they had a lot of the arches, either the pointy one or the rounded arches, because that kind of showed that they were skilled at their craft. And, you know, it's so pretty. It's just, I don't know. I think I like that shape because it's a combination of a square and a circle, and it just kind of is different. And anyway, it just kind of struck me, and now it kind of came back twice.
Nice.
So,
Well, that's the viaduct shape.
yeah,
Viaduct in
it's
the UK.
She would know.
yeah. Well, you know, my husband, I never knew he had this, but everywhere we went, if there was a viaduct, an aqueduct, a train trestle, anything, he would have to go take a million pictures of it.
Oh
So,
my.
yes, I did see a lot there also. So, yeah, everywhere.
Nice.
Anyway, it was fun. And yeah, all the people are just so nice. And, you know, it was great going to teach, and everything went well. We got everywhere we were supposed to be. We didn't have any breakdowns or anything, which is always nice, especially in another country.
If
And,
you've ever traveled with Eileen, you would know what she's talking
Oh
there
no.
are problems.
about. We have stories.
I think it could be the good stuff was because of Hayward. Because he's a planner, and I'm kind of like, yeah, let's see what
I
happens.
know. Let's just go.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it all works out fine.
Yeah.
You
We'll
know,
get somewhere. It's called going the scenic route, right?
yeah,
It was.
yes, several times. Anyway, yeah, it was great. So, but
What I want you to do is when you start demoing tonight, Anne's going to put you on full screen. So introduce yourself again so I can pull that
Yep.
segment out and do
Okay.
that routine so that those who
I'll do
don't know you, who are watching the rerun, you can introduce yourself. So do you think you want to start? Are you ready to
I'm
share?
ready.
She's
Okay.
always ready.
I know she
Mine
is.
Always ready.
Well, you are. You're a pro.
I don't know.
We gave her a week's notice, right?
That's right. No, I had it. It was on my phone.
I know.
I had to
We
look at
signed
my
up months
phone.
ago, but we reminded her a week ago. Hey,
Yes,
come
that
on
was
next
good.
week.
That was good because,
Yeah.
yeah, it's always good for a reminder. Anyway, yeah,
Awesome.
because this is a thing that I really like to do and very relaxing. So yeah.
Perfect.
Cool. And we'll put you on full screen and have fun.
All right. All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Eileen Hull, and I'm a designer, and I love to craft with all different materials. Mainly, I design dies and a couple other products. But tonight, what I want to do is introduce you, if you have not experienced the joy of napkin decoupage, I would like to do that. And I was telling everybody that my husband just made a big batch of chili. And so we have some cans of corn and different, tomatoes and things like that. So I decided that I was going to decoupage. And so I prepped one can so we can show the second layer, but maybe we should turn the camera down. So just for a second, I'm going to switch. All right. So I have this table protector because this does get a little bit messy. But basically, you're going to start with a napkin, and I have a bunch of these in my Etsy store. If anybody's interested, you can go. You get a really good deal. you know, you have to buy a whole pack, and a lot of us, we don't need 40 napkins to do one project. So I kind of split them up and divide them out. So these are all different designs in each pack. So there are a couple autumn ones because those are just really pretty. I have a sunflowers one, there's a little Halloween one, and just all different ones. But anyway, I'm gonna focus on the wait a minute, let me put this up a little bit here. I'm going to focus on the fall. And actually, I was thinking, I just want to look through and see which ones catch my eye, because I like that first one, but I'm not sure what all is in here because I put them together a while ago. But this one is bittersweet, and I really love that one. I like to use ones that have a white background because what I'm going to do is I've already prepped this can with some text pages, and I can show you how I do that. I'm going to use some decoupage medium to make a layer on the, you know, the can, the raw can, and I'm going to stick this paper on, and then I'm going to wait for that to dry and then add a layer of napkin. And what happens is this, if you have a white background, it kind of fades into, so you can see the text and the napkin behind it. And it's really pretty and kind of subtle. And so I just really like to do this. I find it very relaxing. That's kind of a cute one. So I'll show you how I prep it. And what we're going to do is take apart the napkin because they have a couple ply on there. We just want to bring it down to the basic napkin. So what we're going to do is open it up, and there's a trick for removing these. Sometimes it's hard to get them apart. So what I'm going to do is, well, that was way too big, but I'm just going to take a piece of tape and peel it off, and then you can easily, you know, get this first layer off. Now let's see, there may be another layer. Sometimes they have two, and sometimes it's just 3. So let's see here. Yep, there's another one. So you can see you want to have it so that it's as thin as you can get it. And it comes off pretty well, but you do have to be careful because it's pretty fragile. So what we're going to do is we have it. And now if we want to separate these, because I don't want that whole pattern to cover it, I want to use some different pieces. So I'm going to take, this is a water brush. So you can use this. You could use a paintbrush and dip it in water. But this is nice because the water, whoop, that was too much. So you're just going to go around the edge. And when you tear it, it has some nice little edges to it that looks really pretty. And then you can use these cans for storage in your craft room. You could use them for, like, if I was thinking before, I'll show you what I found some pine cones. We were out at our house doing some work in the yard, and we have millions of pine cones. And I'm like, there has got to be a craft that we can do with them. So keep an eye out. There's probably going to be some pine cone crafts coming your way. So I'm not being careful about this. I'm just kind of tearing it. But basically, we have that little grouping of the bittersweet berries. So let's just move that out of the way. Now, this one, I painted green, and you could put that right on there. You know, you don't have to do the text, but I feel like the layering is just really pretty. And once we get this on here, it's going to blend right into that background. Now, this one is a map. I did another one. This one has a little bit more pattern, and I can show you how I did this, but basically I can talk you through it pretty quickly. It's very easy. So I had a pile of papers and different things. This is some scrap fabric with a very loose weave, so this would blend nicely on there. I have some sheet music. I have dictionary pages. I have some coffee dyed papers. This is some embossed paper, some scrap from packaging. This is just like kind of a cool paper. Some gift wrap here. this is some scrapbook paper. Only thing I would say is you don't want anything too thick because it's not going to bend around your can. These are some labels. You could use washi tape, fabric. So this is a sewing pattern. Any of these things would work to just get a covering on your can. All right, so this one is done. So let's just, I tend to talk, so I didn't want to take the whole time doing, covering it with paper because it took a little while. I just cut strips, I tore them, cut them, and glued them on. And you might get a little bit of this puckering here and there, but that doesn't bother me. So if it does bother you, you can, go over it several times. But I'm going to use this decoupage medium. It's called, this thing is not sitting right. Hang on. Sorry. I am always, this drives me crazy, this thing. Okay. Close enough. I'm just going to go here. All right. So I am going to take this and put it in a little bowl here. Just makes it a little bit easier. Pour some in, and you can be generous with this. I'll probably need some more. One thing I would say is when you're done, make sure you clean this off and this off because it's going to stick. This is glue, so it's going to stick and it's hard to get it apart. So I'm just going to take a pretty big paintbrush and just get some glue on here. And I don't want to cover that little mushroom. I think that's cute, but maybe over here, let's just add some glue. So you want to put a coat on the bottom and a coat on top. And I'm just going to lay that on here and kind of pat that on and then press it down. And you can see how cool that looks. I'll hold it up in a second. Isn't that neat? It just kind of blends into, it fades into what is behind it. And you can see right through here, the text. So I think that's just so, so pretty. And I love doing this when I am thinking about something or I'm trying to figure out, a problem, solve a problem, or I don't know. It's just a very meditative thing for me to relax and do. So I am gonna, since we're doing fall, I am gonna add some sunflowers on here. And this is a big one, so this will probably take up the rest of the can. So I'm just gonna tear this. You could cut it too if you want it, but you're gonna have more of a distinctive line, and it may not look as natural and feathered as it does, but I don't know if I want that second one. It's kind of much, but when you wrap it around, really anything goes, but I don't want it covering my bittersweet. So let's see. I don't know. That might be, yeah. So I think I will just chop this one off here. But you can see this is a very forgiving craft, which who doesn't love that? So what I might do also is remove anything that's got this straight edge because that looks, I don't know, too straight to me. I like the different things kind of fading in and out. So that should fit a little better. Oh, look at how pretty that is. All right, so I'm just gonna, if you add extra glue, don't worry about it. You really can't add too much glue. It's just gonna seal it. So if this were to get wet, it's less likely to run or come apart. So I just figure the more glue, the better. So I'm just gonna kind of wrap that around, and it may pucker a little bit. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. This is a fun craft, and however it comes out is fine. I mean, it's so thin that you can just either you could glue that down to the other side, or you could just kind of tear that off. You could wait until after, and you could take a sanding block and just kind of sand that off, and it would be fine. But I do start from the center, and then I, brush it out. And you want the coat underneath so it sticks, and then you want the coat on top so it is really stuck down and protected, kind of. And really, that's all there is to it. Isn't it fun, though? I mean, look at this cute little can. You would have thrown that in your recycling. You could take little words. You could write on this. There's so much that you can do with this. One thing I would say is make sure you rinse this glue out right away, because I've ruined a lot of brushes where I kind of forgot it and I let it sit there. And then it glues, it dries hard, and it doesn't take much time to do that. So another thing that you can do, and I'll just show you some samples. This is one that I did. This was a glass jar, and you can tie a nice little piece of jute around it with a button or a charm or something. This one I did at Easter, I think. So they're kind of pastel colors. I added some lace, and you can see this is hard. That decoupage medium will just make that nice and hard. Now, I use this brand, Deco Art, but there's also Mod Podge, and that works great. I would recommend the Mod Podge matte, because I feel like every time I tried the gloss, it didn't dry. It was kind of tacky. So I like to use that. Here's another one that I did. These are just old spaghetti jars, and you can put your paintbrushes in here. You can put anything, and you could personalize them. You could add flowers in here, use it as a vase. I just think there's so many things you can do with it. Look at this cute little one. This is a baby food jar. And then the word frolic just happened to come up, and I thought, oh. And I do like the jute on there because it's kind of neutral. This was a Dollar Tree vase that I got. I'm not quite done with it, and I'm not sure I like it. I might add some text on top of that. I don't know. But you can see here's some washi tape. That didn't all get stuck down. But that's a pretty, like maybe cherry blossom or something. And, the pink tones are pretty. Now this one, that's a soup can. I just covered that in a piece of scrapbook paper. So you don't have to even use the decoupage medium. You can just glue this on here and have a pretty little set, because, and put your pens in it, markers, whatever. And you could also keep it plain. This one is just it's a vintage map. Pagans prominent. Wow. This is like, so that was some kind of population, I guess, a long time ago. But I thought that was kind of pretty and kind of graphic, so that's cool too. Anyway, I was going to add this, and then I also found this piece of fabric. This was a rug that I tore up. Somewhere I saw some kind of video that was you take this rug and you untwist all the little it's like bound up. I don't know how to describe it, but anyway. All right, that one is too short, but I bet I could do one going this way, and I could use that as a cute little band going around it. So I think I should have done this before, but I wasn't sure what I was going to use. But that is the fun of it. You can just kind of take things you have on your desk and just make fun little storage containers, and you could use them for like little favors around the Thanksgiving table, and decorate, or Christmas, or give gifts in them. This is kind of cute, maybe a little thick. So anyway, what can I say? I like tearing stuff up and putting it back together in another combination. I just think it's another form of creativity that maybe doesn't have a name yet, but I guess recycling. So I'm just going to tie that around here. And that didn't really, that's kind of scrappy, but I'll just do like a little bow here. Or not, maybe. and cut off these other little strings. And the other thing that you can do, and I don't know if I have a lid for this, usually just recycle the lids, but where I put them. But if you have a lid that fits on here, you know, you can paint that also and decoupage that, put a little knob and screw that on, then you'd have a lid for it. And that would make a nice little gift container, I think. So I think this would be pretty with a charm right here, like maybe, you know, a tree or something fallish, a leaf. I'll have to look and see what I have. But anyway, that's the basic idea of it. So that is my version of, and actually, I might add a little of this too while I'm at it. I hate how and you know, one time I actually, and I don't know where I put it, but I had a little tiny soup can and I had a roll of string like this and I put this in it and then just used that to pull my string out so it didn't get away from me. So I love using recycled cans. I think they're just really fun. So we'll just tie another little string around here, add to the fun. And if I did have a charm or a button, I would probably do that onto this knot here. So I would just tie that. And there you go. Cute. And you have to fiddle with it a little bit, but I think that came out really fun for fall. So that is my little project for today. So thanks for watching. If you guys are interested, I do Facebook, or well, I do live streams. Now I'm washing my brush. I do live streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you like seeing this, you're welcome to come on over and watch my page. Everything is at Eileen Hull. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then we have the Eileen Hull Fan Club. You're welcome to become a member of that and join us on there. We do a lot of die cutting and basically I share ways to use my dies because when I design dies, I want to have at least 3 ways to use them. So we kind of take the dies and take them apart and reconstruct and deconstruct and turn them into things that maybe you don't see on the cover of the die, just to give you more ideas. And plus we have just a very nice community. We have, I think, almost 9,000 people in our group. So in fact, we're having an event coming up in November, the 10th through the 21st. It's called Comfort and Joy. And in that time, we have a lot of free projects and just different features by my team. And we share all those things in there. It's only in there. So if you want to see more, come and join the group and you can be part of that event with us. Okay. So that's the deal, guys.
Thank you, Eileen. That's awesome.
That was great.
It's really cool.
Oh, good.
I use the paintbrush like that too. It's such a perfect way to feather that napkin. I do have a couple comments here for you. I mean, there were lots of comments saying, I love this and it was great and all that, but I did grab just a few. I can't say the name. Great idea with the tape. With the tape, washi tape.
Oh, yeah.
That does it. Tiff, did you?
I was going to say, I love the tape trick that
the tape
applies.
Off the napkin. Yeah.
That's what it was for you.
The printed layer.
Yeah.
That works perfect.
That was, so I wrote that down.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And then the water brush, I have seen that, but I haven't like watched a whole demonstration. That's great to use on those napkins.
It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Brilliant tool.
Lenine loved the technique. Scrapmania had asked if that was napkin, but a lot of people answered her and said yes.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to let her know yes, it was, in case
Hey,
she
Stace.
didn't see those. Karen said that you could even use gold leaf pens for accents.
That would be pretty.
Or even your Sizzix, the paints, the wax.
Oh, the luster wax.
Luster wax.
Yeah.
That would be
Thought
beautiful.
of that.
Mhm.
I should have thought of that. Yes.
No, you
Yeah, because I think it needs gold, not the silver.
Yeah,
That
and
would-
that would work perfectly on
That
there.
Yeah. It would have looked nice on the glass
Right.
vase that you did.
It
And
was.
then somebody said that you could line it with fabric also if you wanted to go above and beyond, right? I mean, if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
And then Louise said, very inspiring. So everybody loved your project, of course.
Good.
Chaz says, love doing decoupage. Because of this technique, we can recycle many things.
That's true.
So true. Yeah. And
I
that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
I love the how sweet everything looks when you put all of those scraps together and you add those layers together. It's really cool. Oh, and I want to make sure that we put her link back up. I tried to go back and grab her Etsy link. So in case
I'll put it in again.
you missed it before or you've just joined us. And while Anna's doing that, for those of you who may be new to Eileen's work, we go back quite far at Cool2Craft Pajama Party with Eileen. It was
We
here when we
do.
started back 2010, 2011. She has some really fun stories about how she was nervous to begin with and maybe was drinking a little bit too much.
I can attest to that.
So we
And that
love-
was at like 10 a.m. or noon.
yeah.
It was 10 a.m.
Pajama Party
It
night.
was 10 a.m. that day. Yeah. It
It
was.
was so, I was talking to my friend Lorene the other day and I was reminding her of it. She's like, oh, I can't believe we did that.
It was like, don't remind me.
I
But
know.
we love
Oh,
it.
it was fun.
We're all friends here. And,
That's great.
and the sad thing is I didn't even know at the time that
That was
all
good.
going on. You just did such a great job of covering it up.
It was
one
bad.
of her first lives. And I remember it because she called me and she said, you know what I did?
Well, it was just so bad. Well, we had a run through. So Tiffany had us go through a project. So before we went live, and it wasn't as easy as it is now. It was all these controls. We didn't know what we were doing. And then plus we had to do a project. So we went through the run through and Lorene and I just looked at each other like, that was terrible. And so we're like,
So let's have a drink.
we better go get a shot, So what happened was I had a shot of coconut rum, but it turns out I was allergic to coconut rum. And I got very red. My heart's like, oh. So then I took a Benadryl. By the time we had to go live, things had returned to equilibrium and it all was okay.
The unknown hazards of crafting.
Yes.
It
That's
goes
right.
in a book, Eileen.
Oh,
I know. Number one rule, don't drink and craft.
Oh,
we know what we said. Life in the
You wait
classroom.
until the end of the day.
Yeah,
No,
well.
but it's fun stories to reflect back on.
It
And
is. And I felt like you were a pioneer, Tiffany. Nobody was doing that at that time. And Anne and Julie, we were brave to go along with her because we didn't know what we were doing. We're like, okay.
It was like, sounds good. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
and I keep telling the stories. Like, I don't even remember how I got selected to do a beta test of this room because there was Skype available at the time, but nothing like what we do right now. So there was this beta test and there was a chat and people could line up and it was similar to what they're doing today, but it's like, oh my gosh, we did that so long ago. And
Yeah,
I know.
it was certainly cutting edge at the time.
it was. Yeah.
for-
And I give you, anything that I'm doing now, it was because I was okay to be bad and learn. And I'm still bad,
That's
but
awesome.
I could be worse. I hadn't started so early.
Yeah. No, but this is what I love about you. You're just so natural and down to earth and approachable. And I know that's why your fans love you. So, because you're Eileen.
Well, and the thing is, if it's live, people are so forgiving.
Yeah.
They are, because things happen. It's
Yes.
technology.
Yes, that is true. I was telling them I had a live yesterday, or I was doing, and they were adorable. I was making, because when we were in Italy, we got these beautiful marbled papers, and look at them. I mean, they're
Yeah, pretty.
just so pretty. And so I made a book, and I was trying to demo how to bind it. And I'd been up till, like 4:30 in the morning trying to remember how to do it. And I was on Instagram, and when I was leaving the broadcast, I saw that somebody had said, "You should have practiced that."
No.
I was like, I did practice it. I didn't remember it. But it was too late to reply to them because I just turned it off. But I saw it like as a fleeting glance. And it's true. I should have. But, can only do so much.
Well, sometimes you think you remember.
Yes.
And you're doing it and you're like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
It's a little trickier than it looks. I haven't done a million of them, and they're little too. And I have big, heavy hands. So anyway, it all turned out fine. I think they're cute, so you can't please everybody, but
no, you can't.
Try.
Yeah, and at that point I would go, well, we can do that here. It's like, come on the show, and you show us how you do it.
I do feel like everybody should have to, if anybody makes a comment to someone,
right,
that would be their punishment. They should have to do a live, and then they would see why sometimes you get mixed up, or it's just a lot to manage, especially one person doing all of
it alone. Yeah,
all of it.
That's what I noticed when I did BellaCon, the Christmas project that I did, because you're just busy talking to yourself at that point. You're not looking at the chat.
Yeah.
Everybody else was at Julie's house, and I'm just thinking in my mind, it's like, I hope I'm still alive. I'm hoping that the camera is on where it's supposed to be, and that everything's okay, because I'm going to keep talking and demonstrating until I'm done. So it's not that easy. It's not that easy to do. So,
it's so different, especially from what you're used to, where you went in and taped,
right?
So
everybody else is watching cameras, and the floor manager can say, do this, do that, but anyway,
take 53.
Exactly.
Well,
so
I had to do that one time when I was doing something for Megan's Clay, because Tom did not know how to edit. And I kept getting stuck on anodized aluminum because he wanted me to say that, because that's what it was. And I had to keep saying it and he'd say, start over. And then his mother-in-law finally said, can't you just start where she messed up? And he says, I don't know how to edit.
Oh,
he did that so many times. But saying anodized aluminum, see? Say it. And it kept getting worse. And I just said, Tom, nobody cares that's made out of that.
By that point, I come up with another name for it.
So he was very specific that, so.
It is not easy getting up and doing these demos like this. So we'll be there to just protect you, Eileen, and not anyone say that to you. So
well, they're fine. I mean, if that's the worst thing anybody ever says to me, I'm good with it. I have 4 kids. They protect me all the time. I don't care.
We don't make mistakes in crafting. It's always happy accidents.
That's right.
Well, so many people don't realize when you are a craft designer, how many times you have to make something, most things, in order to get it right, so that we can make sure that you make it right and it's effortless. So don't pick on designers, because they really go through a lot of things. And I've been complaining about that for weeks. Like, I had been working on some projects that were not working, and I just kept saying, Ann, it's like, I can't do this. This is not working. I can't get my idea out of my head and get it onto the table. I'm not going to do this. And then I come back the next day and take a breath and I finish it. So those who are in this business full time really work hard for everyone who's out there crafting. And so you need to share lots of love with the designers who work on all of these projects.
I have to say, my friends out there are they're great because, and I feel like, I think crafting is problem solving.
Mhm.
And
It's
I don't
fun.
have, well, it's fun problem solving, and you want to get to a certain picture that you have in your head, which sometimes changes, but you may not have all the ideas. But like when I'm working on something, I'll say to everybody, what do you think? Should I do this color, that color? And they let me know. And sometimes they have solutions of things that I wouldn't have thought of. And so I look at it more as a collaborative experience than me teaching, because I just know what I know. But together we can make something really cool that maybe none of us thought of, or solutions that maybe, wouldn't have been as good. So
It's community.
Yeah. There was a project I was working on for Anne that's an AdTech glue gun project that hasn't been released yet. But it came about because I was having a problem with another project, and I grabbed it and I just went, oh my gosh, I'm going to throw this away. And I went, oh my gosh, I can't believe what I just made here. And I love happy mistakes like that.
Yeah, those are good.
So that'll be coming along. So,
Louise says, my favorite Eileen saying. I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
My people.
Right.
Yeah.
We do have a quick thing to share that Julie did. I did like a 17-second video, and then because I don't have my camera set up here, then Julie will show you how she did it. But I want to show you the finished result because it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very quick and easy.
Let's see.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing it.
Oh, cute. Oh, that is so pretty.
Oh, I realize I'm looking at something you just bought at the store the other day. Right?
Hobby.
Was that the wood pieces?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
That's what we did with it. Okay, so
I'm going to make you full screen, and I'll move to the side.
Okay. You want to pass me that as well? Okay.
Yep.
So, oops.
I'll just move this.
Okay, there we go. All right. No, that works. That's fine. So I decorate for seasons. I'm the only one who sees it usually, but whatever. So, but I always have on a little end table, then I have this raffia thing that goes on top of the table and a hurricane glass. And then I have a candle that goes into the hurricane glass. So lift it up so you can see what it looks like. So now it's very plain and very boring. So now I'm decorating for fall. So I found this at Hobby Lobby. It's actually on an end cap for winter. And what it is, it's a roll of slices of birchwood. And I thought that is really, really cool because I can use it to, what can I do with this? I can get some cans and I can wrap it around the can and put Christmas greenery in it. But then I thought I can always use it for fall. So let me just take this candle out. And this is what I did. I wrapped it around the candle with some jute. Here, let me switch it on. There we go. And so I can put that inside the hurricane glass like this. Okay. And it's on this raffia mat. And then I like these. I get a lot of these usually on sale at the end of the season. And, when they're getting rid of all the fall stuff, then I'll buy any extra of these that I'll use for next year, because then I like to put them around candles. So this is going to go around the bottom of the hurricane glass. Yeah, let me lift this up like that. Okay. And then I have all these extra leaves. There we go. And leaves are going to fall. And then I just add them higgledy-piggledy every which way into the garland around the bottom of the hurricane glass into the garland. Let me lift that up again. I got it. And so that's what it looks like. Now, after Thanksgiving, I decorate for Christmas. So this garland will go away and all the fall leaves, but I will leave the wood pieces, and then I'll probably put a Christmas garland around the bottom and maybe add some pine and some, just all kinds of things. But there's so many different things that you can do. It's quick and it's easy and it's very economical. And I'm from Yorkshire, and in Yorkshire, we turn every penny over twice. So there we go. Oh, well, there's a couple of other things too. If you like to decorate at all, I did actually the same thing. Whoa, but I think you can probably see it right there. What do you think?
Yep.
This is the same thing. There's just no hurricane glass. And then I like these little picks. So I'll buy extra pumpkins and put a little pick in the top. And they just pop them around the house on tables or on my fireplace mantle. And then it's all good to go.
See, it's perfect.
That's it.
Quick and easy.
How fun to see, because I was shopping with Anne and Julie the other day, and to see how you use that.
I know, it's just perfect. And her house is decorated perfectly.
And very, very quickly and very easily.
Yeah, I want to know where you had room to add that, because your house is decked out. It's like, where is there one more space to add the new hurricane to? So that's perfect. And I love the fact that you can reuse it for another holiday.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I do obviously Christmas next, and then the next one is probably
Easter.
Well,
Valentine's
I do a
Day?
little bit for St. Patrick's Day, but I'm not really Irish. But but it's still fun to do it. Because they say you kiss Irish people, so I'm up for anything these days. Just kidding. We had wine earlier too, Eileen.
Okay.
But then Easter, that's another good time to decorate. I like to decorate little things for Easter. And then
You do 4th of July.
I do. Yes.
She does it very well.
Yes, we do. We have 4th of July in England as well. Not a lot of people know that, but we do. We just don't celebrate.
I
think that went over that, right?
I got it.
That was great. I'm putting the link in again. Anyone wants to come on, because we have about 7 minutes left, and we would love to see
what?
what
I was on HSN, and honestly, the host asked, and she said, "Well, do you have 4th of July in England?" I said, "Well, yes, we do." And I said, "But we just don't celebrate." And it was just like, she seriously asked me that. So they didn't invite me back, but. No, it was fun. It was fun.
Raylene says, my favorite way to decorate, quick and easy, and looks fabulous. And that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Julie does honestly have little touches of fall all throughout her house. And it
looks nice.
Yeah. Just in the living area, wreath on the front door.
And the entryway and the whole big long hallway. And
let her fool you. It's beautifully everywhere.
It is.
Oh gosh.
I really is here.
Okay.
I was going to say, I like that birch bark stuff. The birch.
It is very cool.
Yeah. And now I used to actually make it because, you prune your trees in fall, but then you keep the sticks and you let them dry out. And they're great for making little reindeer. And then, but also you can make your own little rings of sticks and everything to put around candles and whatever. You just use whatever's available.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we used to do back in the 50s.
Hey, Lenine.
Hi. So real quick, I have some cards here, but I wanted to share this. This is from Cool2Craft back in 2010 or 11. I don't know when we did it, but we had an assignment to do make ourselves a princess. And there I am in the car with Cinderella. Jasmine's driving. And
that's adorable.
This is a piece off of a card that didn't have the rear wheel, so I had to put a clock on there.
Oh my Lord. That's amazing.
But that was from Cool2Craft years ago.
Oh, wow.
That is really cool.
You remember doing the assignments, Tiffany?
No. What other assignments did I give?
Well, those were like we'd have to make a project, and you guys would give us a project to make that week.
I love that. I obviously there's too many
Fun
years
idea.
that passed, and haven't remembered all the details. So
But
thank
that
you.
wasn't what I wanted to share. I
So
went
we
and grabbed
Oh,
that.
okay.
I went and grabbed that because you guys were talking about
Oh my
old
gosh.
stuff. But
Oh,
here is, I did a class for Halloween, and this is Halloween week, so I wanted to share these real quick. This is double-sided tape with foil flakes on it.
It's beautiful.
cool.
I love foil.
Yes, and
Yeah.
And then here's a little
oh,
double card.
that's clever.
This one I really love, that little cat on the fence with
Pretty. Yeah.
and then
boy.
this has there's wax on the embossing folder. I don't know if you can see the purple wax. It's a black card.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
pretty.
this is the werewolf, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
And I love making tags. You do too, Eileen. I know that.
Yes,
These
I-
make great things on decorating bags and things like
oh,
that.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to share the second time.
So much
One
fun.
other. What's that?
So much fun.
Yeah.
And so prolific. You
Those
make
are a
so
class.
much stuff. So many
That's
ideas you have.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, I design, these are all from a class. To design this, sometimes I have to do 2 designs to get 1 card done.
Right.
Yeah.
And then what I have to do is figure out, okay, how am I going to get everybody to get the foil just right on this card? So that they aren't messing up and getting them lined off. And so I actually have things on the table where they can line the tape up perfectly to make their cards right. But it took me a while to think of all these ways so that it would go quickly, because we only have 3 hours for 28 people to get things done. And this is 6 cards,
Yeah.
and so you have to really think a lot about how can everybody do this without messing up and getting frustrated. Because if you frustrate people, they aren't going to want to create.
Right. They won't want to come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you figured it out.
Yeah.
And you learn little tips too on how to make things go quicker. So that's good for everybody.
Yeah. So you end up putting 10 hours into something that someone's going to make because you perfected it in, I don't know, 30 minutes or an hour or so.
Yes.
It's awesome. All of the work that you do to help the students.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
28.
like you guys on your lives. You got to do that on your lives too. I was listening to you and I'm thinking, yes, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I wing things a lot, don't you know?
Yeah.
So Eileen, my cart's full of napkins.
Oh, you're probably going to be teaching napkin crafts to your people in 1 month.
This is going to be my Christmas gifts on canvas. I'm going to do that on canvases.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Yep.
Neat.
Do that. I
You
have
have to
tons
share in the group.
Yeah. I'll see it next week. She'll have 20 of them.
I'm done. Yeah.
No, I won't. I'm working on my next Christmas class right now.
Oh, all right.
So not in November, but in December, I am using your dies in class, Eileen.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Oh,
So I will definitely share those with you.
oh, good. I hope they like them.
I'm sure they will.
And you'll do a beautiful job with them. I know that. Thank
Well,
you.
what happens is if I use something, they buy it.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the magic potion right there.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
No, I'm the same way. Like when I go to Costco and they try these meatballs or whatever. You try it. It's like, hey, those are good. I want them.
I have some more.
But they have like 20 people giving out stuff. Do you buy all of it? Yeah.
Well, it's hard. You have to pick, but still, it's nice to see the possibilities for me.
Yeah.
That's why I will get something and a tool. I can't pass up a good tool. So.
No.
Well, they save time. They're good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Lenine, so
Thank
much
you.
for coming on. We appreciate it.
I love sharing.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
next week.
I'll
Bye.
be there.
So
Bye.
a reminder to everyone, we're going to start wrapping up here, but a reminder that Anna said she's going to do Whatnot next week. So we're going to do it after the show next Wednesday night.
All right.
Yeah. And we can probably figure out, Julie, if you want to join us, that because I used to sell things. So we would split the orders up. There's a way to send that you can print out labels and ship yours. So you can think about it. If you and Ann are working on that, you can participate in our Whatnot. So I won't hold you to it, but I'll.
She'll have to show me what to do. Then I'll have to remember what she showed me.
I know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We may have to do it next time I'm here. We'll just
Yeah,
do it.
Maybe.
perfect. We'll
Yeah,
do that.
that would work.
Well, Eileen, thank you so much for sharing your creativity tonight. It's just always so inspiring to us.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Always.
And are you staying home for a while, or do you have any other trips planned? Okay.
Yeah, we're yeah, I'm here. I'm
Okay.
having eye surgery next week.
Oh,
Ooh,
Oh,
we
Yeah.
will. We'll pray
prayers.
for you.
Yeah, November 7th. So I'm kind of freaked out by it, but it'll be fine.
Okay, good.
It'll be fine.
Thank you to all of the Eileen fans who have come over to join us tonight. We love having you here, and we hope that you'll join us on future Wednesdays. We're here every Wednesday night, 9:00 Central. So have a good week, everybody. We'll see you next Wednesday night.
Right.
Yes. Thank you, everyone.
okay. Bye.
Bye.